Here are 10 optical illusions on YouTube. Number 10. Rainbow lines. This is an intriguing mind trick. At this point, it appears as though the rainbow circle and lines are getting smaller and larger. But what if I told you that nothing in this video is moving at all? This is such a crazy mind trick that it will even fool your eyes into thinking that you can place your finger on the circle's edge and it won't move. Number 9. The dizzying illusion. The disorienting delusion, a red dot in the center and a series of lines that move outward are what create this surreal, dizzying optical illusion on YouTube. If you stare at the red dot in the center, the lines start to change shape, oscillating between triangular and circular shapes. It becomes very difficult to tell what you are seeing during this optical illusion, making it one of the coolest illusions on YouTube. Number 8. Motion-induced blindness. Caused blindness by motion. When you focus on the illusion center and pay close attention to the flashing spot there as it turns green, you will notice that there is a rotating array of blue crosses and 3 yellow dots. After staring at the illusion for a short while, you will also notice that the yellow spots start to disappear, sometimes 1, sometimes 2, and sometimes all 3. We refer to what you are going through as motion-induced blindness, or simply MIB. Number 7. Spine drift illusion. Illusion of spine drift. For this optical illusion, all you have to do is look at the image in front of you. You will notice a range of spines, and one of the most important aspects of the illusion is the gap between the spines, which defines the boundaries or limits of the square in the middle. After staring at the illusion for a short while, you will notice that the square in the middle begins to appear to be floating. Of course, this is just your perception of movement. It is known as the spine drift illusion, and it was discovered by Akiyoshi Kitaoka. People see the optical illusion in slightly different ways. The illusion is broken and the floating central square stops moving as soon as you alter the drawing's angle. Number 6. Checkered square illusion. The illusion of the checkered square. The checkered square illusion is the name of this incredible optical trick. The checkerboard with squares that seem to be different tones makes up the illusion. The illusion begins with the square marked with a clearly appearing to be the darker square, but when a black background is put behind the squares, it reveals that the two squares are actually the same shade. There are 2 letters on the board. The illusion asks you to concentrate on the shades of the 2 squares that are marked with the letters and then asks you to decide which square is darker. The shadow effect produced by the green image deceives us into thinking that one of the squares is darker when, in reality, both squares are the same shade. Number 5. Shepherd's table illusion. A trick of Shepherd's table. In this optical illusion, you are asked to choose which of 2 tables, one horizontal and the other vertical, can be moved through a narrow door more easily. It appears that the vertical table on the left would be the obvious winner, but in actuality, both tables are the same size. This is a very basic optical illusion in which our minds create a 3-dimensional interpretation from 2-dimensional pictures, interfering with our perception of reality. The optical illusion was first demonstrated by American psychologist Roger Shepard. When the top of the table on the left is taken off of its legs and placed on top of the second table, we can see that they are, in fact, the same size. Number 4. Flash lag illusion. The illusion of flash lag. On this one, focus on the point where the 2 blue lines almost meet. You'll see a second blue line that flashes in and out. The second blue line looks to be slightly out of alignment with the first blue line. Watch the blue line as it circles. In fact, this is a trick. In reality, the 2 blue lines are perfectly aligned. The 2 lines are aligned when the image is slowed down. The flashing line flashes in an act, so we see the flashing line exactly where it is and we perceive the solid line to be a little bit further ahead than it actually is. This lapse in time between the 2 lines is our perception playing tricks on us. The 2 lines are perfectly aligned, as we can see when we slow them down. So what is actually happening in this illusion? This illusion is called the flash lag effect. Our minds perceive where the solid blue line is going to be. Number 3. Freezing rotation illusion. The illusion of stopping rotation. The freezing rotation illusion is a special optical illusion that consists of an outer picture that is slowly swinging back and forth at an inner picture that has the words on it. The inner picture spins in a circle while the outer picture swings. As you focus on the words in the middle, you will notice that there are times when they seem to freeze. But this is not the case. The words are always in motion. The words only appear frozen when they line up with the outer picture. Otherwise, they are always moving at the same speed and are never truly frozen. The outer picture and its position in respect to the center words determine how the middle words freeze. This optical illusion is a matter of perception because you are thinking that the middle words have frozen momentarily. This optical illusion is well known. In fact, it was awarded the 2006 Best Illusion of the Year title. Number 2. Find the faces. Locate the faces. This well-known optical illusion on YouTube gives you a time limit to locate as many faces as you can in the tree branches. The illusion states that you have 1 minute to locate the faces. Before the clock counts down, the first 2 phases are immediately apparent. Because there are 2 enormous faces at the bottom of the tree, the next 2 phases are also clearly visible because they are directly above the first 2 phases. After you've located those 4 faces, it's fairly easy to identify the 5th face, which is at the top of the tree. It might surprise you to learn that there are 10 faces in total, and the video shows you where they are once the clock stops. However, after the first 5 faces are fairly easy to picture, more faces start to emerge, and your eyes start to flicker all around the tree as more and more faces surface. By taking use of the similarities between 2 or more different images, the optical illusion is produced. These kinds of optical illusions are highly common. Sometimes the trick is as simple as a drawing that can be viewed in 2 different ways. These types of optical illusions are also known as reversal images or perceptual rivalry, and they have been around for a very long time. In this case, there are many faces, and when your mind focuses on one, another seems to surface almost simultaneously. For example, there might be a drawing that flips back and forth between an old lady and a young woman. In other cases, however, they are more complex, where there are several different types of smaller drawings all in a bigger picture. This makes your eyes move to that picture, but as soon as you do, another face appears. These kinds of illusions are entertaining and annoying at the same time, since they give you the impression that there are still faces that you haven't discovered even if you have. Number 1. The spinning dancer. The twirling performer. The Japanese web designer Nobuyuki Kiyohara created the spinning dancer in 2003. Is she moving clockwise or anti-clockwise? You might be surprised to learn that some people perceive her as spinning clockwise, while others perceive her as spinning anti-clockwise. This optical illusion is caused by the ambiguity in the picture. The dancer's arms are either passing behind her body, which indicates that she is moving clockwise, or passing between her body and the viewer, which indicates that she is moving clockwise. Due to the widespread appeal of this illusion, the spinning dancer is ranked number 1 on this list of 10 optical illusions on YouTube.